What's up, everybody? This is Steve with Outreach Fabrication. I got a new project in today. Well, it's been here for a few weeks, but today's the day we're going to start on it. You see there in the background. Let me flip you. So we have to be honest, I don't know the year model. Right now, that's kind of irrelevant for me. But basically, it's a Ford Falcon, a project that somebody else had started on many years ago as like a trade deal, kind of buddy doing a favor for another buddy kind of thing. And this is where the project sits now. Some simple little notes is currently the lug patterns are different from the front and rear. That's just for starters. You can see the rims on the back. I got my squares setting up when I was determining the wheelbase of the current project. You can see where they started to do the chassis. They actually did a really good job in a lot of areas of the chassis, but they kind of dropped the ball on a few others, which we'll cover in the upgrades and the modifications that we'll be doing in the shop. But just to give you an idea of where it starts, I want to get some sort of documentation so people can kind of see where things start at. Here's the set of rims that are supposed to be on the front. Man, they're freaking beautiful. I can't wait to see this car done. I know the customer can't either. He's been waiting for a long time for this project to come together. And now he's at the right spot. We're working with Velocity Motorworks. They're the originators of this project. They're not the ones that have done all the work, but they're the ones that kind of started getting the project together and actually getting it moving again. So my task initially was just you see the square tubing here where it attaches to the frame that was built here. Basically everything from there forward was going to get cut out, and I was going to change it and upgrade it. And that's still the case. They helped me out a little bit. They went ahead and got a front cross member. So I can tell you this much, this car is between a 60 and a 66. But they've already got the cross member. They bought a full suspension setup from a company that already has taken all the guesswork out of it. It's basically a Mustang 2 setup utilizing the Mustang 2 geometry, which is very popular for hot rodding. Not sure about power plant. Not really bugging the customer much about that yet. Me personally, I want it to be about 2 feet taller than this with something hanging out of the hood, but I'm going to kind of get the frame started first before I start poking him for bigger ticket items and pushing the project in a little bit different direction. But obviously it's the customer's choice and what he wants. He's wanting mainly just a kind of like a pro street daily driver that he can take to Benson on Thursday night and have some fun. So we'll see how it goes. But basically we're doing the front subframe. We'll do all the chassis. After a review with a mechanical engineer we keep on retainer, we determined that the modified chassis just wasn't up to the task of what we're wanting to do, just for a longevity standpoint. It's not properly braced. So we're going to actually run tubes the whole from here all the way to the back and tie in where the rear 4-link mounts up underneath the back here. And we are also doing a 12-point cage on the vehicle. So that will tie into the front shock towers here, which we're definitely not using these front shock towers. I think everybody knows better than that. We'll have something a little bit more elegant, a little bit cleaner for it. But that will tie into the dash bar and the 12-point cage. We'll have a crossbar in the 12-point cage, shoulder harnesses, door bars come down to give the customer comfortable egress in and out. Once we get to that point, basically after I get the engine in place and sitting on the new cross member, I'll give the customer a call before any final welding is made and let him come check out how the progress is going and get him to sit in the car before we start doing anything else that might change where his feet are comfortably, and start discussing like possible header build options and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for checking in. Just wanted to share the latest fun thing. There should be lots of updates in the next couple of weeks on this project, so stay tuned.